Untold and Facts with US State. And today, let's discover Maryland, Maryland, Maryland. Well, some untold and some unusual facts. But first, let's start with the untold ones. Origin of the name. Maryland was named after Queen Henrietta Maria, the wife of King Charles of England. Yeah. Saint Mary's City, founded in 1634, was Maryland's first European settlement and served as the colony's capital until 1695. First post office. First post office. The first post office in the United States was established in 1774 in Baltimore. In Baltimore. Yeah. So first post office in Baltimore. Maryland was a border state during the Civil War, with loyalties divided between Union and Confederacy. The Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, the first commercial railroad in U.S., began in operations in Maryland in 1828. The U.S. Naval Academy. U.S. Naval Academy was founded in 1845 in Annapolis, Maryland. Annapolis, Maryland. Maryland abolished slavery on November 1st, 1864, before the 13th Amendment was passed. Silver Spring. The area got its name from Mica Flecked Spring, discovered in 1840 by Francis Preston Blair. The Patuxent River, running through the state, has been central to Maryland's history, including the tobacco trade. Well, Maryland is considered the birthplace of modern lacrosse. Lacrosse. And the sport remains extremely popular. Lacrosse. The University of Maryland School of Dentistry, founded in 1840, was the world's first dental college. Right. Well, next, the first telegraph line. The first telegraph line in the world was established between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. So, first telegraph line. Right, good. And now, let's move to the next part of our video. Next part. The quirky facts about Maryland, and there are plenty of them. Strange state sport. Maryland state sport is jousting, a medieval sport still celebrated with tournaments. Maryland's state flag is the only one in US to be based on English heraldry. Chessie's legend. Maryland has its own sea monster legend. Chessie, said to inhabited the Chesapeake Bay. Chessie. Chessie. Monster. Blue crabs. The blue crab, a Maryland delicacy, has a blue-tinted shell, and it's an important symbol of the state seafood industry. Well, Assateague Island off the coast of Maryland is home to wild horses that roam freely to the beaches. Wild horses. The National Oyster Shucking Championship is held annually in Mary's County. Oyster Shucking Championship. The Hollandsbury Spit House in Alexandria, Virginia, is specially built on Maryland land. It is only 7 feet wide and 25 feet deep. Kite Festival, the Maryland Kite Festival, held in Ocean City, showcased some of the most unique kites in the world. So, Kite Festival. The Haunted Orpheum. Baltimore's Orpheum Theater. It's considered one of the most haunted theaters in US. Paul Bunyan character Tall Tales is celebrated in Maryland folklore, particularly in lumber regions. Alright, next. Cheese caves. Maryland has a network of caves used for aging cheese, particularly in the western part of the state. So, cheese caves. Prohibition bunker. During Prohibition, secret bunkers for hiding alcohol were common in the state, particularly in rural areas. So, Prohibition bunkers. Well, the state is known for producing the world's largest crab cake, weighing over 300 pounds. So, largest crab cake. Very interesting. Cunningham Falls in Maryland, highest cascading waterfall. It's a popular destination that freezes beautiful in winter. Frozen waterfall. Well, these quirky aspects highlight Maryland's rich culture and history, offering a showcase into what makes this state a special one. Now, next part of our video, as you are familiar with, it's the tracing outline part. So let's start by tracing the map outline. So this one's the and so that is the Maryland and which is good. Well, DC, matched on DC. That's right. Well, so good. Thomas Commander. And this was documented. More exploitation. So come on, good. And let's have a recap with the annotations. Well, Maryland has a kite festival where most intriguing kites are shown. It seems that the popular lacrosse sport was born in Maryland. Maryland has the U.S. Naval Academy. And you may see wild horses roaming free over the beaches on the Maryland's shore. Maryland has its own sea monster, and its name is Cheesy. The first telegraph line was between Washington and Baltimore. Well, this is the distance. Washington to Baltimore. The first post office was opened in Baltimore. The first post office. And in Maryland it's produced the largest crab cake, which weighs 300 pounds. Touring over the area of Maryland, you may find old bunkers used as during the Prohibition era for hiding alcohol, especially in rural areas of the state. And they use so-called cheese caves. Well, these caves were used to dry out different kind of food and aging cheese. Right. Well, this is how Maryland's, the land of Mary, looks after we finish our maps and facts journey. Well, if you watch until here and if you are interested in my comments and my video stories, now it's time to hit the subscribe button. And it's the only support that I'm asking for. Until next time.